Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance, and this Hummel, this Tier 6 American German SPG, is my Hummel. Yep, and that's back in the day where I've got one mark of excellence on the barrel. So this replay is from March 2017, so it's pre 9.18. And we're on Airfield, and it's the Western spawn. And you can see there I just got rammed by the Chinook guy who's desperate to get away into the battle. So I'm setting up at the back of the cap in the bushes, and I'm extending my aim and looking for targets. Now at the start of this battle I actually saw, due to the mods that I've got, that we had a 37% chance, 35% chance of winning this battle. So I thought, well, the odds are not in our favour on this particular game. They're very much against us. So I thought I'd have to bring my A game to this battle to do our best. Okay, our first target's a Cromwell. Okay, it's a little far off. I'm adjusting my aim for him, but he's pulling back into cover. He obviously knows he's been spotted. He's staying as anti-safe as he can, and I can't hit him. I'm focusing on the pass because obviously I'm expecting their heavies, the KV2, medium, the Cromwell and the Rudy, to come up the centre. But they've also got a T1 and a KV1S. But nobody appears to have come up the centre area. But there is only an OI on our side in that area. So obviously I was wondering, you know, who's going to pull forward. And there's the T1 heavy. Okay, he's pulled forward enough, and he's with the KV1S. Okay, rounds out, over the top, and it hits the rock face. See that? It was just too difficult a shot. I needed them to pull back for me to get them. There's the KV2. Takes a round at the OI, but he's taken out. I'm reloading, trying to get a shot on the T1 heavy. He's pulling back. As if he keeps pulling back, I'm indicating target, going after that T1 heavy. Loaded, rounds out. And I splash him. 77 hit points. It landed just in front of him, but the OI has been taken out. And I'm going to lose sight of those tanks very shortly. I know just about where they were, but there's the KV1S. He's got through and he's going up onto that little plateau so he can shoot over onto the temple area. And I fire a round in and kill the KV1S on a blind shot. So I took out one of their heavies on a blind kill. That was very satisfying. So I did a little affirmative to the group. Very pleased with myself. Aiming down to the south from the Temple Mount area, on the south of the Temple Mount, there's a T-67 who's being an absolute pain to our guys. So I line up a shot on him. I can see the red line interrupts every time he goes in front of it. So I know he's right in the path of the shot. If he stays there, I can get him. Rounds out. And wipe him out. 268 hit points. That's how we do it. Tease the little red line over them to know, yep, we've got a hit on them, and whack them. So that T-67's no longer affecting our guys. We can push on the south. That Rudy's backed up. And now he's in an anti-safe position. That's going to be difficult. I've gone back up to the north because there's a Valentine holding back all of these enemies. There's a Sherman there making his way onto the plateau again, going up, and he's been tracked. Okay, I'm dialing in, hoping that I can get dialed in time. He's pulling up where the KV1S was whacked. Rounds out, and I take him out as well. 251 hit points. He was so focused on the Valentine he didn't realise he was side on to a 15cm howitzer. Okay, we've got a Rudy on Temple Mount near the amphitheatre. And unfortunately, we've just lost the Valentine. He was taken out by the T1 Heavy. Okay, that Rudy is being a bit of a pest. It's the same one we saw earlier, backed away. And he's gone around the back of the amphitheatre, so I can't hit him because it's non-destructible. He is in cover. I'm at the limits of my field of fire there, so I'm going to get some reticule bloom. Okay, there's the Rudy again. He's taking on the Sav M43 and adjusting slightly, which is why I'm getting some bounce on the reticule. I'm still aimed on that corner, pre-aimed, round out. And I take out, well, hit the Rudy. A nice shot, 383 hit points just as he goes through the gap. You can't have been expecting that to happen, but it tracked him. But unfortunately we lost sight of him because we've got no spotters there except for the VK3001. Okay, we've got a Covenanter coming in from the airfield, from the landing strip, and he's cutting through and he's going after the Panzer III-4 and he's being joined by an AKV. I fire around him, but I just hit the fuel dump. Okay, the IKV's been tracked. I'm not loaded. If I'd held on to that shot, I could have hit him for sure, and I've indicated the target. They've taken him out. Covenanter. He's my next target. The Jagdpanzer is definitely trying to turn, trying to face him. The Covenanter is putting rounds in, but doesn't seem to be having much of an effect. I'm loaded. Rounds out. And I splashed the Covenanter for 167. And hopefully the Jagdpanzer can take him out. He rams him from the rear. He does a bit of damage, but he doesn't kill him. And unfortunately he's been joined by the Cromwell now. That Jagdpanzer's in danger. And he's taking hits from the Cromwell. And the Covenanter's been taken out, but the Jagdpanzer's badly damaged. I'm loaded. I'm on the Cromwell. And I one-shot the Cromwell. 82 hit points. Take him out, but the Jagdpanzer IV goes down. I'm turning back, and the Rudy's gone down in the south. That means we're now down to 5 tanks on our side, 4 on the enemy. The VK3001P is assaulting their cap. The ARL's in the heavy pass. The IKV and the Panzerseps are in the back near me. Okay, I fire around in at the most likely Arty position in the bushes there up on the hill, but no joy. Their Arty are a Hummel and an M37. Now the M37's a 10.5 centimeter gun, the Hummel's a 15 centimeter gun just like mine. There's the Hummel, been spotted. I'm almost loaded, but the Hummel's taken a hit. Okay, dialing in the aim as quickly as I can. I dare fire now, rounds out. I might be able to splash him. Oh no, it lands behind, but he pulls forward to the rock. And it doesn't look as if he's moving away from there. I think, yeah, maybe he's just going to sit there. And he's just pulled forward a little bit. Just to get under the cover of that rock. A round goes in, but no joy. I'm thinking he's still there. He must still be there. Round in. And I take him out. Blind shot kill. Hummel gone. So that's 2 blind shot kills I've taken out in the game. The KV-1S and the Hummel. But there's an STRV. There he is, 4257. He's been hit by the Panzerseps on our team and tracked. But he's now facing an ARL 44. Now I'm lined up on him. Rounds out. I fire hastily. I wasn't properly aimed, but I thought I have to help that ARL. And unfortunately, and the Panzerseps tracks him again. The IKV's coming up behind him. He should be able to get a shot into his rear. And he does! And he takes him out. That means there's just 1 enemy left. Just 1. There's 3 of us on our side, but there's only 1 enemy, and he's the M37. So I'm motoring. I'm going to the enemy cap. I'm going to take out that single RT myself. You can see the way I raise my gun. Unfortunately, I've got this habit of trying to raise my gun to stop any accidental shootings of my own team. The Panzerseps says, "Follow me," and I say, "Affirmative." I'm coming with you. Okay, go for one of the gaps. And just trying to work out which way do I go through. Yep, I'm going through that way. Okay, the IKV's going around the back of the cap. I mean, he's supposing that the M37 is still around there. And that's the logical place to look. There's the M37. It's been spotted. So I stopped to fire. And the IKV's taken out. The M37 shotguns the IKV at close range with a 10.5 centimeter round. I take a snapshot, but unfortunately the the M37 goes into cover. Now I've platooned, or I've been asked to platoon with the Panzerseps. But at this point I was so concentrating on getting the job done that I neglected to do so. I was thinking that M37 has to be near the cap. He has to be in amongst those buildings. So if I plough through those buildings and hit him with a 15cm shell, he's going to be dead very, very, very quickly. So I'm just going to go straight in through the buildings. He's going to know where I am because he'll see the buildings being destroyed. But the fact of the matter is, it won't stop me from getting at him. It's a question of who's fastest on the gun. Who's going to be the one who fires when there's still a building there, and who knows that he's got a clear shot and a steady aim on him. Now I think he's over here. I'm supposing that he's over here. It's where I thought he was headed. I can't see him over here just yet. No sight of him yet. So, going over the other side. The Panzer Fillet has gone into the cap. He started the cap. I'm going around the outside. Now I still can't see him. I'm thinking to myself, I can't work out where he's gone. The others are saying cap. The IKV saying cap. The VK saying cap Hummel, cap. So I thought, right, okay, I'm going to go into the cap. If he was over there, he'd be maybe over there. There he is! Spotted him. Okay, it's building between me and him. Drive straight at him, wait for the buildings to be destroyed, and shotgun! And that wins the battle. Unfortunately, we didn't cap out, but I didn't want to give that M37 a chance, as you can tell. Okay, and it's a first-class tanker for general disturbance in the Hummel. I also picked up a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, I got 13. And I picked up a Top Gun, which was what I was after at the time, because I was very conscious of the fact that I only had 5 kills and I wanted that extra one to get the Top Gun on him. If we have a look at the team scores, I got the most damage with 1,498 hit points. I got the most kills with 6, and I got the most base XP with 863. I fired 15 rounds, got 6 direct hits, 6 penetration, 4 splash, damage of 1,498, of which 1,318 were at more than 300 meters. I killed damaged 9 of the enemy, killed 6 of them, and I got 15 capture points. On a premium count, I earned 34,587 credits, and I got compensation for being hit by the Chinook-Ai of 85 credits. So that came to 34,673. But I did have a little repair to do, and I had ammunition resupply, and I was using a premium consumable. So I actually took a deficit away of 2,184 credits, which is a bit annoying, but at least I got the Top Gun. And I received base XP on a premium count of 1,295 experience points, and that, since that was not the first win of the day, that's all I took away. But as you can see, I put a note up there trying to draw the attention of Quickybaby, because of course he doesn't pay any attention to Arty games. They're beneath him. But I said, brave Arty fights to the bitter end, and that M37 did fight to the bitter end. Not me. It was the M37 who put up a good last stand at his cap, and he took us on. As I said in the notes, it takes courage to do that. So I'm just saluting the courage of that M37 driver for having the guts to stand up and fight us. So well done, Gavamb, for doing that. You deserve congratulations. You fought to the bitter end. You didn't rush to the water and try to drown yourself like others do, because we don't do that in What Arty Noobs, we fight. If you enjoyed this replay, please do give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully I'll be seeing you in the next replay.